Check it out. Today, I'm gonna show you guys just how to make, listen, super easy. Listen, this is a chicken and sausage bow tie pasta. Okay, so look, let's go over these ingredients, right? Look, obviously I got a red and a green bell pepper. Over here, we got a sausage, right? But when we say sausage, if you're cooking on this channel, you know we're using that chicken andouille, right? Over here, look, we got shredded cheese, heavy cream, chicken stock, dried tomatoes. Look, I gotta start cooking more along, with this, the flavor that gives and just the aromatic that comes off of it. This is awesome. Over here, we got a little lemon juice, diced onions. And then when you say chicken, if you really want something that's gonna be like on the juicy side, you want to get yourself, some of these right here. And these are just that boneless, skinless chicken thigh. Okay, so look, this is gonna be the star and this is where we're gonna get the flavor from, right? Listen, these are Chalal products. You got the original, seasoning right here, and then you got the garlic pepper. This right here is gonna be fire. And then listen, for our sauce, right? We're gonna go ahead and use the original. Check that out right there. This right here is the level up, folks. All I'm about is, like finding great recipes, and sharing them with the world. And listen, I'm gonna get behind these products because I like these too. And then listen, once you try this, and then, I made another video and I used this boil bomb if you want a little bit more kick. But today we finna use this. And I'll leave a link down in the #1 description so you guys can check them out. Go by his website and just check them out. Hey, fire. You looking for something that's gonna give you that authentic down home Louisiana vibe? This is it right here. So I'm gonna start with my andouille. I'll just put this here. So look, we can cut it this way, like this, right? Once we have them like this, where they completely cut like into strips, now it makes it easy for us to do it this way. You know what I mean? We just continue to cut them down like this. This gives us the quarters. This ensures that every bite has some, andouille in it, and then we go from there. Remember, we doing chicken, we keeping up with that theme, you know what I mean? But this is really about, the flavor from the andouille. I'm just gonna cut these down just a little bit, right? So, get my knife, I just take them, like this one, for instance, I'll just cut it in half, This one, we just cut that one in half too, but like these bigger ones, like this, like we could cut it down like this, and then we could just quarter that, and then we just stretching the flavor, and just add a little bit more to it, and then whoever gets that bite, they'll just be like super happy. Now we're gonna go with the chicken, right? I'm gonna go ahead and just set it all over here, but I'm not gonna do all of that trimming, This is okay. It's okay to put a little flavor in here, but now that I've done that, I gotta be careful myself, because this can turn into like a brisket trim for me, and I'll end up trying to take all of this off. But so this is what we want to do right here. You take it like this, and you just want to, cut it down into bite-sized pieces, right? So this right here, that's okay for me. That there, I'll just take it like this, cut that like that. You want them all to be about the same, size, right? So here, we just cut that. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in the pan. Then once we get it in the pan, then all we're gonna do is, get them to cook evenly. Okay, fam, look. So look, I'm gonna use my wok. I already put my heat underneath the bottom of there. I'm starting to warm that up. I'm gonna use my olive oil. Hey, if you guys know what I'm using, this is an infused olive oil, which is, you can use a regular, but this is all I stay with. You know what I mean? So look, that right there tells me, ooh, I'm garlic infused. That's just putting a little bit down in there, right? So now you wanna take your bite size, your chicken, and just add it, right? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get my wooden spoon, and we're gonna work from there. This right here, I'm just liking it. Now, before I even do anything with it, I can tell you this, these are Hexaclad, pots, pans, wok, etc., right? They even metal, utensil safe also, but I just, it's just good practice. And if you got some good wood utensils, then go ahead and use them. But I will say this, there's no need to use them with Hexaclad. Okay, so I'm leaving them there before I stir them, I want them to get some heat to start cooking, on one side before I turn them. And I'm getting ready to season them before I turn them, right? But now, I want you to go ahead, listen, I want to say this part, speaking about the pots and all of that, right? Listen, I'm gonna be giving away a Hexaclad 13-piece set. All you gotta do is, this is how you get in and get, into the giveaway. Go to Real Talk with AB on YouTube, right? Go there, subscribe, and watch my podcast there. I'm gonna put all the information in there. I'm not gonna tell everybody when, but I can tell you this, it's coming up. I'm gonna announce the date and everything. So listen, I'm gonna go ahead and just give it up. Look, 1 grand prize winner for the 13-piece set, and then we're gonna have 2 runner-ups for the 7-piece set. Hey, listen, these right here is awesome, folks. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and get my seasoning, and what we wanna do is put a little bit of this flavor on here, right? So I'm just gonna put a little bit on here like that. Then I'm gonna come with the original. Remember, we putting the original on here and the garlic pepper. These are gonna be fire, folks. Hey, this combination right now, I can tell you, I put it on a lot of other things too. So now we'll just start stirring this around. You can see once it gets around, look, you can see where it started cooking, right? This is what we wanna get right here. Now, if you don't have hex-clad, pots or pans, like I said, I'm using my wok. You guys can use cast iron. One thing about the cast iron, when you're doing the chicken like this, it'll create a little fine on the bottom. You know what I mean? Hey, if you guys know what fine is, I'm reading them comments. Let me know. We getting educated, folks. You know what I mean? Let me know what, if you found out what the fine is. Okay, so look, I do this for about just a couple of minutes, right? I don't want to like fully cook this all the way because we got to still do the andouille and we're going to cook it all together, right? So if you look at this right here, you can say, well, dang, AB, I see you like everything you do meaty. Yes, sir, I do. You know what I mean? So look, we want to put a little heat on this and get the andouille to release its flavor and put this all throughout the, the chicken also. And don't forget, we use thighs. I know some of you guys are going to ask, can I do breast? Yes, you can. You know what I mean? If you do breast, make sure you cut them in like 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch cubes, and that'll do it for you right there. My telltale sign is, listen, when I use andouille, is when I can look down and I see it starting to sweat and I see all of the juices from that. All of that's flavor, folks. So when I go ahead and take this out, because right now I'm going to reduce the fire down to nothing, right? Just took it off. What I want to do is, I'm going to put all of this in this bowl right here, right? And we're going to put every bit of the flavor in there also. So we just do it like this, because we done here. Go ahead, I'm gonna start with a medium flame, get some more heat in there. Now, one of the things you didn't see because I had it in the refrigerator, and that's about, that's my butter, right? So I'll start off with a little butter. We going right there, right? We done got everything melted. I always tell everybody I like to start with my onions first, but in this case, I'm gonna just dump it all in here like this. You know what I mean? I usually like to have my onions get like at least a 1 minute head start, but I'm gonna go ahead and just drop it all in like this. We just start moving this around, get everything coated. Now remember, we had left everything in there, like all of the special seasoning from the andouille sausage and all that. The reason I keep talking about it, I want you guys to just envision in your mind, listen, we building layers, folks. That's what you want. You want layers of flavor on top of layers of flavor on top of, y'all know, you guys can say it with me, layers of flavor. Got these going. I was saying we gonna wait, but look, then I looked over to the side. Look, I left my tomatoes. We got to put them in too. And all of that goodness in there with that. Because we want to cook all of this down. We want everything to marry together, right? You can feel instantly when you get your pot, your pan, or whatever you guys are using to, like usually I make this really in a Dutch oven. But look, you can just feel the tomato right off the back. When they get a little heat onto it, it gets so pliable and nice and soft. It's starting to release this, flavor in there too. I'm looking at this right here, and I just want to show you guys. That's the purpose of me making this long form content, because I want you guys to just see it. So maybe you can see its softness. I've only been under this medium heat for about, I'm gonna say this has been probably about like 4 minutes. Now, we talked about this. Check it out. This is the original, right? This right here is where we're gonna get the flavor from that sends us over the top. This right here is that ooey down south, you know what I'm saying, in liquid form. So this is just a 1/2 cup, right? So we just add this, just like that. And I feel like we left a little bit, so boom. Oh, there we go, folks. So then we're gonna go with the rest of our liquids, right? We're gonna go with our cream. I should have had my spatula because I'm the one that tells everybody to use the right tool for the job, Sorry. Chicken stock, right? Lemon juice. Real simple. All your liquids in here right now. We're still under the same heat. Now we want to just bring this up to a boil. We're gonna keep moving this around like this, and we're gonna let this cook just for a little bit. Cook down, and we want it to thicken up just a little bit. We just come back up to a light boil. I want to call that like just a heavy simmer or a light boil. This right here is good, right? So now what we're getting ready to do is we're finna add our cheese, right? So we just start adding this, right? Ooh, it's coming together, folks. Now we just work this back and forth, just like you see. We let that heat do its thing, work with this, and you'll see it starting to thicken up just a little bit. Now, it's one thing you guys didn't see that I had in the back, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to bore you guys, you know what I mean? We all know how to read the box, so we would, you know, I did my bow tie pasta. I did it al dente. Check it out, here it is right here. You didn't know what bow tie means? Check it out. I'm gonna go like this, put it right here. You got it? Bow tie. Now, that's already ready to go, right? So now I'm gonna introduce, you know, this right here. So let's go ahead, look, all that flavor. Did you see it pour in there? Ooh-wee. You know what I mean? Now the reason I'm doing it like this, because I gotta watch out, man. I didn't put a lot of meat into this, you know? We just gotta look at it and just see where we at, make sure I got enough, you know, for my pasta. But you know what? I'm gonna make it work. You gotta love these kind of meals like this. Not a whole lot of dishes, not a whole lot of prep. You know what I mean? We using one pan. This right here is right. Now, as I'm stirring this and underneath this heat, take a look at that right there, folks. You can see it's, oh my goodness. It's nice, creamy. Believe me, you don't see no strings of cheese, but it's cheesy also. So now we finna put the star in here right now. Right? So here we go. Now I only put just a little bit in here right now, but I'm gonna slow it down just a little bit so you guys can take a look at that and tell me you don't wanna jump to that screen and get yourself some of this. Ooh-wee. Okay, so look, now you guys just see how it come together. I know one of the things you're gonna ask, like, hey, how many does this feed? I'm gonna say this will feed, I'm gonna say to feed 5 people, that'll be safe. But I don't know, if you got 4 people with an appetite like mine, you know what I mean, they might be able to knock this off. It does 5 to 6 people though. You know what I mean, hey, we gotta like eat a reasonable, you know, portion. So I want you guys to come on in here and take a look at this right now. This is just like super awesome. I gave you guys the basics, right? You know, to get in here and do your thing, but you can add a little bit more cheese to it. But look at this right here. You know, this, my goodness. You know what I mean? Every time we make this, you know what I mean, ever since I discovered this, that's why I was like, I got to do something with it and let everybody know. Look, that's a lot right there. I'm gonna go back in here. This is just to be for the, you know what, I tell you what, it's almost dinner time, so this right here do it for me. But I want you to look at that right there. I'm gonna put that down right there and just take a look at that. Ooh-wee. You see that steam coming off of it? Just picture that Louisiana taste to it. You know, it's got that chicken. Hey, and I know somebody gonna ask down in the comment section below, can I put shrimp in it? Yes, sir. You can put shrimp in it too. Okay, so look, ain't no need dancing around and all that. Look, I made it. I'm the chef, you know what I mean? I done had another fork. I've been all up in this. I can tell you it's good. Look, they made it several times. That's why I'm exposing it to you guys. Hey, listen, these Shalal products is just fire, folks. I gotta tell you this. I've used the Boil Bomb, made a video using this right here. This right here, for those of you guys that want to have that real kick, that real Louisiana kick you in the back, woo, this will be what you want to use. But as far as what I'm talking about, as far as what way we made it here, look, I'm not gonna over talk it. You know what, let's just go in here and get it some. I'm gonna try to, look, I got chicken, you know what I mean? Let's get some andouille, you know what I mean? Then we'll go ahead and just try to get one of these bow ties. This is gonna be a little crazy. There we go, right there. Hey, mouth is already watering, having a hard time talking. Cheers, folks. I don't know, you a pasta lover? You gotta love this right here. Woo. Woo! Don't let it creep up on you. I can feel a nice little mild heat. This right here is right. If you use the original, I'll tell you you're in the game. Now look, I want you guys to take a look at this right now so you can get up close and personal with the products. Listen, this is what he got to offer. You got so many more to offer. You guys can see right now, I got it on the screen. You can see, all you gotta go to www.chalalfoods.com, you know what I mean, and then take a look. But these are what I'm gonna recommend to you right now, because I promise you after that, you guys will run out and, you know, try to buy everything that he got. Listen, if you're looking for that authentic, you know, down Louisiana home, you know, meal right there, hey, listen, and it's simple. You know what I mean? There's so much stuff that I do. This right here cuts my cook time in half, you know, all my prep and all of that. Hey, listen, don't forget, look at the #1 comment. It'll be in the description box, yada, yada, yada. Check them out, right? So listen, if you're new to my channel, let me just take this time to say, hey, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and I want you guys to tell everybody out here, listen, it's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. And with that being said, folks, I'm about to dig in. I'm out. Peace.